Hmm. Today's one of those interesting days for me. I've hurt my back. It happens. I got a little, I was working hard doing a skill development, strength and conditioning, and I overdid it. I didn't listen to my body, or I strained it, I pushed it a bit too far. And the consequence is that my sacrum and my left SI joint is aggravated, inflamed, and irritating. Sciatic referral, it's just not awesome. Yeah? So yes, I'm going to go and see somebody external for assistance around this issue, because there's only so much you can do by yourself. That's the most efficient way of doing things. Sometimes someone with magic hands is the fastest, the most efficient, the most effective way of getting the most benefit to address a dysfunction, always. But how much can I do for myself in preparation? How much can I do to support that work? So a lot of people with this kind of issue will be like, I need to stretch it out, stretch out through the pain, or I'll roll on the foam roller and I'll get into some deep massage work. All of that has its place, but I'm going to take a different approach right now. And I'm really going to allow myself to find where all of the ease around this point of restriction is. How much movement can I allow my body to go through without aggravating, without hurting, without straining this localized area of restriction, this localized area of impingement? If we think about the body as one continuity, one continuous membrane with no separation. Any separations that we come up with in the body are arbitrary. They don't actually exist. There's no separation. And even the separation that we feel between our body and the external world is, if we start looking at it, becomes less and less solid. So here I am with a restriction. Start thinking about the analogy of a knot in fishing line, yeah? If I've got a tangle in my fishing line and I focus on pulling at that tangle and really all my attention on, it's just going to make it worse. Yeah? If I start just randomly pulling crazily into the line, it gets tighter and tighter. So we want to, if you're untangling fishing line, you create space to be able to see what's going on, see where the actual tangle really is. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So one of the fastest places to do it from is the ground. So all I've set myself for the proviso of this little routine is that all I want to do is only move through ranges of motion that don't aggravate or inflame or irritate this impingement, this restriction that I have. Remembering that all of the fascia is connected, yeah? So if this is comfortable, awesome. I'm not gonna, there's no right, no wrong. That's all I've set for myself. There's no right, no wrong. This is just a process of exploration. Where can I move my body into what postures and positions that this irritation is not painful or inflamed? I can start, and it might be that I'll come into some fascial stretch that just feels awesome. I'm not stretching, I'm just hanging out. It stretches or it doesn't, it lets go or it doesn't. I'm not adding. When we talk about stretching, often what people are thinking about is adding tension into the body in the hope that you can relieve tension in the body, which you can do sometimes, but there's a perhaps
softer, gentler way. So we can start thinking about the floor as a massage tool. Forget about the foam roller, I'm using the floor as my roller. All the way down. Let that fall into this range that's easy. I can feel that kind of SI open, but I don't want to strain it. I might just want to play here where it's comfortable and where I'm feeling a little opening through that area. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, it's a really organic kind of pigeon. Oh. Yeah, so it's not just the problem, the symptom may be the SI, but actually there's a lot of tightness through the adductors. So I can play with inviting the whole complex. Movement, inviting movement, inviting blood flow, synovial fluid, confidence. That's it. Huh? Through that whole little routine, all I've done is stay out of the pain of the limitation, the restriction, the vision. And I've just allowed myself, given myself permission to feel into where it feels good to move. My own non-conformist, organic, authentic, mobility method session. It's still there, it's okay, but consistency around doing this will help significantly. Haven't hurt anything, and the rest of my body feels much better for it. Integrated, alive, aware. It doesn't have to hurt to be beneficial.